everyone. Welcome to Nella's Wacky Wellness. Thank you so much for joining me. I did a lot of research on this mindset and I kind of settled in on this one article and just to focus on for today because the other articles are going very much into psychology and having studied psychology. That kind of puts a little red flag up for me. So I really want us to focus on fitness and not get too into the psychological part of it, to tell you the truth. So, if you are new on board, thank you so much for jumping on board. And it's totally free to join. And I am so grateful to have you with me. I am just an average person on a journey to be healthier and bringing you with me. And hopefully, I can inspire you. And I know with you letting me share with you, you're inspiring me. So, if you are coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Just started the channel. I have about 7 subscribers, so yay, I'm super happy about that. And I just love to see it keep growing. And to let you know a little bit about me, I am an artist. So if you do love art, because I have met some artists who are into their fitness and want to be healthier, but they're also artists. Why do artists get into the health aspect of it? Because just like everybody, they are sitting and working for long hours. Being an artist, you can get very introverted. You can forget to be social. You can really get into your art. And so with that, I decided to start this channel and just start reaching out a little bit, see if I can make more YouTube friends with the mindset of getting healthy. So with that, this article is by shape.com and it's 7 ways to cultivate fitness mindset. And it's by Gabriel Kassel and it was published October 4th, 2023. So it wasn't really that long ago. And so she says, you find it hard to choose fitness when your Netflix is waiting for you. Catch yourself scowling in the weight room mirror or lose motivation to move as the day goes on. So that was happening to me. No, it was. I mean, it was. I just wanted to do my art. I had to actually force myself to join an art guild and get out there and start sharing my art, being with other artists. And then I realized, well, you know what? Health is a very important aspect of my life too. And the day I got my Fitbit, my son gave me my Fitbit just over a month ago. I have been on this journey and I was trying to do it before, but without exercising. I was just eating healthier. And I'm like, I don't have to exercise. I'm a very active person. Well, the weight was going on. So, I'm like, yeah, I gotta move. So, it was one of the harder things, yes, to do. And you're not alone. So nearly half, 43% of Americans report having a lack of motivation to exercise. Um, Thankfully, there's something that psychologists and exercise physiologists say help: cultivating a fitness mindset. Broadly speaking, a fitness mindset is an approach to physical activity that posits it as a positive thing in your life. Yeah, and I posit it as necessary, or my health ain't going to be too good real soon. Someone with a fitness mindset views exercise as something that you want to do because you enjoy it. I guess I have the wrong reason. I do. I enjoy it by sharing it. And because you see yourself as an active, health conscious person rather than as something you need to do to avoid sickness or a lecture at the doctor's office. Okay, I have to say right here, I am sorry, but that is a number one on my list. That is highly motivating for me to feel good, to be able to move. And yes, I definitely want to be healthy. I enjoy being healthy. And I enjoy my walks so much. So, I feel like if you look at it too far ahead, like if you say, oh my gosh, for the next how many years or how many months, I got to do this every single day. No, 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 no. You look at it one day at a time, one day at a time. And for some of us, if you're just beginning and when you're just starting, when I was just starting, it was just like a few minutes at a time. It was like a walk around the block at a time. And I shared that at the beginning on some of my videos, and I'll be reiterating that. It was like my son said, just kind of go out there, take a little walk. You don't have to push yourself. You don't have to run a marathon. We don't have to do these things, but just that little bit. And then you start really loving it. You know what I mean? Now I realize I need sneakers because I have one toe that keeps hurting because when I'm doing my walking, my left foot swells just enough so that one of my toes pushes on the other toe. So I have to get new sneakers. I don't want to say never. I bought new sneakers when I was younger, but for the last couple of decades, I'm not kidding you. Thrift shop, if it's thrift shop. Now, my son ended up buying me some new shoes the past couple of years or so. But if I can find a thrift shop shoe, man, I grab it. So let's see here. In other words, someone with a fitness mindset sees exercise as something you get to do rather than something you have to do. Yeah, get to do. I mean, I do find myself waking up in the morning and wanting to go on my walk. I really do. I'm like, what's going on out there? But yes, a fitness mindset explained. A fitness mindset is an approach to physical activity that posits it as positive in an individual's life. And you know what? It is positive. It's positive when you start feeling better and you eat good foods. Humans are hardwired to do more of what they love and less of what they don't enjoy. True. So when an individual adapts a fitness mindset, they increase their likelihood of exercising regularly, enjoying it, and ultimately meeting their longer term health and fitness goals. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you though. I totally loved having my ice cream and cake, sitting, doing my artwork and munching on my cake. Really, I just loved it. Cake and coffee, loved it. And I would put a good movie on. Um, what got me into the fitness? And I do love it now. I do. I really do. But I was more scared into it when my doctor gave me number. Actually, she gave me a letter. She sent a letter with the numbers, right? The results, and they were high. And they were high enough that she was really concerned. She was. So when I actually saw the letter and some of the stuff it said, then it scared me right into it scared no, it scared me right into eating better. At that time, that was 4 years ago. I started to eat better. That's when all this happened. I only started walking 6 weeks ago. So it's a progression. It's been a progression for me. And I started walking because I realized I wasn't keeping the weight off anymore. I was able to get it off 4 years ago. Now I'm 65. It wasn't coming off. So this is super. Now I've lost the 3 pounds, right? Uh, and I'm at a weight where I really don't need to lose, but I would like to lose another several pounds. Yes. But the work and the time that it's taking, oh, it's very interesting. It's eye-opening. Someone with a fitness mindset might have specific performance goals. Notes licensed psychotherapist and mindset coach Rebecca Capps, founder of Mind Body Thrive, but typically does not have an aesthetic based goal. So, folks with this mindset are interested in cultivating a long life relationship with fitness rather than achieving a certain body or look for sure. I mean, God has given me what I've got, and I am still healthy. I thank God every single second for that. And do I need to have a perfect little waist? No, I do not. When I was much younger, did I? Yes, I had. And I did. And I thought like that. I'm like, well, you know, but I didn't have that issue. However, there's that is not a healthy way to think. A healthy way to think, to have the mindset is to eat right, to have your exercise, do your walks, do your whatever your exercises are. Now, I am going to do some research and put together a very small exercise program for myself that I am comfortable with. I'm going to decide on either 2 or 3 times a week. I think I might start with 2 and work to 3. So yes, a fitness mindset is something you want to cultivate. Point blank, someone with a fitness mindset is going to be more likely to stick with it and achieve their health, their wellness, and their fitness goals than a person who does not have this mindset. Yeah, totally. I mean, if you just say, oh, yeah, I've got to do this, and you haven't processed it, you haven't owned it, you haven't gotten familiar with it, you haven't adopted this mindset, it is not going to last. No way. When you have a fitness mindset, you are more likely to stick with the fitness plan, says Caps. Indeed, whether your goal is to hit the gym 5 times a week or lace up every other day, people with a fitness mindset are more apt to stick to the schedule. Long term, this increases the likelihood that they will achieve whatever overarching wellness goals they have. After all, as far as health and fitness are concerned, consistency is the key. This is the key. Consistency. I've had some days already where I got up and I really didn't feel like I wanted to walk. And I kind of knew like, well, I could walk, and if I start walking, I might feel better. Sure enough, I did, and I did. I done did it. So, beyond just being more physically active, people with a fitness mindset are more likely to enjoy the time they are being physically active. So people who have a fitness mindset are more likely to see exercise as a source of joy. And I'm going to tell you what's happening with me, just to share. And I don't even know if anybody on the channel on my Mella's Wacky Wellness is even interested in it. But I love nature. I love trees. I love the sky. I love animals of all kinds. I love flowers. So what I'm doing is when I'm going on the walk, I'm gravitating towards those and I'm really enjoying them. And then I'm trying to do videos to bring you along with me. And I don't even know if people are really interested in that on my walks, but I'm putting it out there to show this is how I'm enjoying my walk. This is life that I'm enjoying. I'm not going out there looking at the timer and trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to do this walk in 10 minutes and come back and oh wow, I did it. I could not live like that. I couldn't do it. I have to have my heart in it. Let's put it that way. And yes, I was scared into beginning my journey of being healthier, but once I got there and especially into the foods and I saw the on how much better I feel. Oh yeah. I'm there. I'm sold. So beyond just being more physically active, people with a fitness mindset are more, oh, yeah, likely to enjoy the time that they are being physically active. So let's go down here. The benefits of having a fitness mindset carry over outside of the fitness spaces and into the rest of your life. People with a fitness mindset are resilient in and out of gym. They usually see challenges as opportunities for growth and are proactive about finding workarounds when things don't go according to plan. Oh, yeah, that's where creativity kicks in. Whether you're an artist or not, if you could have figured out a problem, your creativity is going to kick in. So, how to cultivate a fitness mindset? First, understand that it is something that can be cultivated. Good news, a fitness mindset isn't something you're born with or not. A fitness mindset may come easier to some people than others, but it is definitely a skill that can be developed even if it's not natural to you. This is just saying that you may have been taught certain mindsets when you were growing up. So this means that if you're currently dread going to the gym, there are some actions that can implement to replace that dread with excitement. So now make a list of your current values. Hook yourself up to a metaphorical lie detector. That's ingenious because it's time to get honest. Dr. Gam recommends taking inventory of your personal values. Once you take a good hard look at your core values and what matters to you, it will be easier to craft a path forward towards a fitness goal. So some questions to start with. What are your top 3 priorities in life? Okay, so let me just tell you for me, um, my family, um, yeah, my health and my art. I love to do my art. So, what qualities do you admire most in others? Um, I love to see people pat themselves on the shoulder. And if they don't, I try to because they deserve the best. And my mom was like that. She loved people. And she understood that if someone was agitated or upset or whatever it was, there was something else going on. So understanding others. So what motivates you? If I want to be rawly truthful on this, say staying alive right now. That's motivating me for my fitness. Once you have a sense of core values, you can use those to reframe how you understand your fitness. If, for example, one of your top priorities is taking care of others, you might reframe fitness as an opportunity to get the physical and mental resources you need so you can be there for the people you love. Exactly. Yeah. So, meanwhile, if your ability is to take risk and make bold decisions is one of your favorite things about yourself in a work setting, you might consider doing so in regard to your fitness. For instance, what if you signed up for a totally new kind of fitness class, like pole dancing? No, thank you. Or rock climbing? No, I don't think so. Swimming? Similarly, if seeing the world is important to you, you might decide to sign up for a 10K somewhere that's a plane ride away and use the race as an excuse to sightsee. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing with the walking. I'm kind of sightseeing, really stuff and smelling the flowers, basically. I don't know about the plane ride yet. Start small, really small. Sure, some people who are physically active are out here running marathons or slinging barbells overhead. They're competing in your local CrossFit competitions. But there are ways to be active and regularly show off and strengthen your fitness mindset that do not involve competitions, races, or meets. Do some brainwashing on the small things you could do throughout the day to be more active. Brainstorming. I'm sorry. Do some brainstorming. I think that was a weird thing to say, brainwashing. So brainstorm these small things that you can do throughout the day to be more active. People who intentionally add movement to their day-to-day activity are people with a fitness mindset. Now, I'm going to tell you something that we're adding to this channel because it's totally out of my comfort zone. And that's going to be making some very healthy sugar less. I want to start kind of like with a zucchini bread, okay? And bring you with me because I love, love, love zucchini bread and I cannot find it anywhere the way my aunts or grandmother or whoever was making them when I was really little was really good. So, if you're feeling stuck, consider borrowing some of these suggestions for adding movement to your day. Walk to the second closest mailbox or collection box in your neighborhood. So, use smaller garbage bags so you don't have to walk to the trash can or dumpster more. So, you have to walk to the dumpster more often. I did that. I actually did that. Park on the top floor of the parking garage. Well, that might be pushing it for me. Take your pet to a plot of grass that is farther from your house. Yes, that's a really, really good idea. My little my little sweetheart pet, Sophia, I lost a couple years ago. When the doctor told me I had to walk more, I knew she couldn't really walk a lot because she's so little. But I'd pick her up. I'd do like half the walk and then pick her up and do the other half holding her, bringing her home. So avoid using the elevator and escalator whenever possible. So in other words, use the stairs. Replace coffee dates with talking dates. Replace coffee dates with talking dates. In other words, don't buy the coffee and the cinnamon roll and stuff like that. Make phone calls from a standing or walking position. Get up and move every time your smartwatch tells you to. Go on a walk during your lunch break. Find a movement practice you enjoy. The best type of exercise is one that you'll actually do. And now for me, it's swaying. It's swaying. So I'm hoping that is in the resistance thing. If it's not, we're putting it there. Anyway, and the one that you actually do. So, well, usually it's the one you actually enjoy. Human beings generally do the things they enjoy and avoid the things they find unpleasant or uncomfortable. So you don't have to enjoy every single part of the exercise, but if you can identify one or two things you enjoy, like the feeling of being strong when you lift a heavy weight or social connection in a group exercise class, you're more likely to stick with it. So now I just want to add something to this. The other thing that is demotivating to people, especially if you're trying to lose the weight. Now, when my numbers were way up, I was overweight. And but I put in my mind, number one, I got to get those numbers down. So when I dropped the ice cream, no pun intended, cold turkey, okay? 20 pounds dropped. Now, if I was being anxious about every single day, oh, am I going to lose weight? I haven't, oh my gosh, I got this long, long road ahead of me. Projecting would have stifled me. It would have stagnated me. It would have made me anxious. It would have made me upset. So I think projecting, they're not talking about it here, but I think if it's in our mindset, get rid of it. Boom. It's like, just go 1 minute at a time, go one day at a time, like that. So, how do you find a movement practice you like exactly? Trial and error. That's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm doing it with you. So if you live in a city, excuse me, I got to drink a little of my soda. That is total 0 calories, totally zero, and naturally extracted ale. If you live in a city where boutique fitness is big, you might sign up for a month membership at a different studio every month until you find the one you love. If you live near a gym that offers a range of group fitness or offerings, I'm surrounded by gyms. Can I just tell you? Surrounded. There's one a block up the road. There's another one 2 blocks up the road in the plaza. There's another one down the street about a mile over to the left and another one a mile over to the right. No problem with that. Why don't I go to a gym? Because I'm getting my socialization in my art world, but um I don't know why I don't go to a gym. I don't think I've progressed to it yet. Um Okay, if you live near a gym that offers a wide range of fitness offerings, you might commit to trying a new offering every week. So you might also ask your friend, each of your fitness-minded friends, if you can tack on to their work regimes. Okay, as a way to test out what's going to work for you. So set some goals. One of the best ways to stay committed to your long-term goals is to set some goals. Specifically, Dr. Graham recommends setting outcome goals and process goals. Simply put, outcome goals are the big thing you want to achieve. Process goals are the smaller steps you'll implement in order to achieve them. So for me, I'm going to be honest with you. The process goals are very important for me. Just one thing at a time, one process, enjoying the process, one thing at a time. Outcome goals read like bucket lists. They name what it is that you want to achieve. Think run a 10K, finish a marathon in under 4 hours, podium at, and lose 20 pounds. So for me, my big thing is to keep my BP down. Super duper big. That's my big thing. When you're coming up with an outcome goal, you need to implement process goals along the way. Process goals are the daily and the weekly habits you're going to commit to in order to move closer and closer to that bigger goal. Dr. Gam says Dr. Gam. So if you want to lose weight, your process goals might be to walk the 8,000 steps per day, eat protein-rich breakfast, and cut your soda take in half. I would say cut soda that has the syrups and the sugars and the caffeines out. This is delicious, and it has no sugar and no caffeine, and it's 0 calories. Anyway, meanwhile, if you want to deadlift more weight, your process goals might include things like strength training 3 times a week. A pro tip, write both types of goals down, and when you have detailed your plan written down somewhere, you're more likely to follow through with it. That's true. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the, when you write something down, then it manifests. It will manifest. So in your life, cleanse your social feed. No doubt. If you're in the process of developing a fitness mindset, it can be helpful to consume your fitness content. But Dr. Gam recommends following people who make you feel good about yourself, not people who make you feel bad about yourself, your abilities, your look, and your body. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to speak on this for just a moment. And I'd like to do a video on this actually. There are people who can seem nice to you, and they have very consciously are not nice towards you and will insult you. They will insult you in their talk to you. And there are people who will scoff right in your face, whether you know them or you don't know them. Makes you feel really bad about yourself. Separating yourself from them and knowing that that person has some kind of an issue that is very deep and totally separated from you. It takes practice in your mind to understand that. Write it down. And you see these could be in the way of a bully. It could be in the way of someone who's just very sarcastic or rude. It can be in the way of someone who's disregarding, you know. Yeah. It can turn your life upside down. It can be someone close to you. It can be someone who's not close to you. It can be someone you don't even know, but you just kind of run into that person. So this is pretty much the end of the article. The only other thing the article is saying is social media has contributed to a lot of unrealistic expectations around the physical results that the average person can achieve. So trying to look like an athlete or fitness influencer is just not going to be achievable for most people who don't have the genetic predisposition, and that is at any age, and or the time and resources to exercise that much. And you've got to take in consideration, some people are taking care of a secondary health issue. And many, or like I said, there could be many other issues in their life. So the current fitness landscape on the social media has also created sense that exercise is only for improving physical appearance. So yeah, like I said, with me, being healthy is what got me into this. And yeah, definitely not aesthetics. That's not my priority. I mean, yes, I want my hair to look halfway decent and to be able to dress decently, but that's not what it's about. So anyway, I hope that this motivated you and gives you an idea of what fitness mindset is, and I hope it inspires you in some way. And with that, I hope that you have a beautiful start to your week and have a lovely evening.